Hi everyone, this is Joanne from Melbourne with a look at my A5 Orange Finsbury. I am an earth tone girl, so when I saw the Orange Finsbury on eBay, I just had to have it. When it did arrive, I was a little shocked at the brightness, but I absolutely adore it now, so no problems there whatsoever. So opening it up, it certainly is a little different to the way it was the other day when I posted a picture of this with my Filofax family. The main difference being this A5 postcard, which is of a Renaissance painting by Bellini of the Madonna and Child. Inside the front pocket, I have the usual kind of stickers, Martha Stewart. I've got some like post-it notes here. I've got dots, and I've got these kind of stickers that I use for birthdays. I found this set at Officeworks, which I really adore. There were quite a few things in the range. There were these post-it notes, which are not paper, they're kind of plasticky. There was also a set of these fantastic stickers. Not quite sure if I'm going to use them, but they just looked really interesting, and I love the colours. They're certainly colours that I really adore. So there was also some sticky notes, which came in the three colours of aqua, orange and purple. So yeah, just had to have it. I don't put anything in the zipper pocket, mainly because I haven't really worked out what to put in it yet. The pen is from Kiki K, the worldwide stationery store. I love the way it writes. I prefer ballpoint to gel pens. I'm generally prefer fountain pens, but it's just not practical. And I find the pen holders in the Finsbury, because they're not elastic, they're actually quite small, so they can't really fit even my favourite ballpoint pens, which are, I think, Uniball Vision. You'll also see that I've got some coloured tabs at the bottom, some coloured tabs at the top, and along the side are the months. So I'll just go through each of those with you now. The bottom tabs are household, goals, films, books, music, places which I'm going to use for restaurants, things like that. Quotes, I'm a big fan of quotes, and I use quotes in my work. Products that I love, that's mainly for my kids, and stores that I love, because if they can't find products at the prices they want to pay, well, they can just wander in the stores. And at the top, I've got projects, websites, wish list, again, for my kids, also for me too, when I'm, probably got a little bit of extra money at the end of the month, and what can I get that's on my list. I have a section for medical, blog and YouTube, and notes. Now the inserts that I've used are these wonderful inserts from Life is Crafted, and if you haven't come across them, please do. Just Google Life is Crafted, or I think the website is www.lifeiscrafted.com.au. Ariane has created these beautiful, colourful, fun pages, and there is a lot in the pack. It's broken into two sections, really. The first section are all these kind of general kind of things that you can use, and the second section is the calendar. I probably don't have a great deal of time to go through a lot of these pages, but there's a few pages that I do want to highlight, and one of them is my gratitude list. I find that the gratitude list is so important for me to look at when I just need a bit of a gentle reminder that there's a lot that I need to be grateful for. So that's one of the pages that I really, really like. There is also, I've also included some Filofaxy pages that suit my style a little better, or not my style, but what I want to use it for a little better. My bucket list, 101 life list, some big things on that. I think also, life highlights. That's really incredible to list the things that you've actually achieved. This is another one that I love, life lessons. I've realised I've learned a lot, and I think sometimes the key is how you implement what you've learned, whether you've actually learned from those things. So that's a really good one. I did it. I have actually printed this out before, and this page is a lot fuller. I haven't had time to write in it yet, but I did it. I've actually not let my fear of heights stop me from doing anything, which I'm finding in my daughter, it is having a bit of an impact on her life. And that's the last thing I do want to actually highlight is a lift up page. Again, that's not written in at the moment, but it will be. I have done it already. This is an amazing page because it's pick-me-up activities, a page to look at when you're just feeling a bit low, when I'm feeling down, so the support network. So that's a really good thing to have. A couple of other things that I've put in, as I said, my favourite products and stores, my favourite stores, as I said, mainly for my kids. You can print as many of these pages off as you want. So I've printed quite a few note pages, and there's little check boxes down the side. But just look at the design. I haven't been able to get my printer to print right to the edge, borderless printing, so it's a bit disappointing, but never mind. This one also has the world map, which I've kept in there because I've got a couple of my kids in different parts of the world at the moment. One's in America, one's in Sicily. So it's helpful when I'm not near my computer in the kitchen, and I can sort of see what time zones they're in. Because I do forget, actually. Now, when we get to the planner section, we've got the yearly overview, which is really good to have the whole year at a glance. I haven't put in my holidays yet or things like that, so there's still quite a few things to actually put in. Special dates to remember, of course that's pretty self-explanatory. I have 3 whole months without any anniversaries or birthdays. That's really good. I really like that. Then we get into the months, and just look at the gorgeousness of this page. This is January, and each month is beautiful like this. I've printed these on normal paper and laminated them because I will be using these year after year, so I figured that this would be a better way of maintaining the look, and it still doesn't make it quite thick, whereas it's not as thick, I don't think, as probably a piece of cardstock. On the back of each of the months is this quote. This one for January: follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. So it's lovely to have a quote on the back of every month's tab. Monthly dreams, so that's a great thing to have. This is the month at a glance, so again very handy. Another little quote: go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life you imagined. We've heard that one before, but it's great to have these quotes. January dreams and January to-dos. I've just put here relax. It's summer here. People have been on holidays, and while I haven't been on holidays, I've certainly used the month to go quietly work-wise. I work from home, so it's been easy for me to do that. Then you get into the diary section. Originally I thought this would be not enough room, but because this is just being used for my home and personal use and family use, it's more than sufficient. At the top you can list the categories. Let me just see, a month, yeah, here's a week that has just finished. So I've put at the top things that I needed to buy, things I needed to do, places I needed to call, things like that. I put in important things that I had to do in the middle section, which are the appointment times. So things that I had to go to were listed in there. A couple of work appointments as well, just so that I knew. And the last section on each day, must do today and remember. So that's quite a handy section. And then at the end, notes. And what I chose to do here is list the highlights of my month. So I've got a quiet month work-wise, which was nice. My son and my daughter left for their overseas trips. I did my first YouTube video, things like that. So the highlights of my month I'm going to put at the end of each month. So when I look back at this in years to come, I can see some of the things that I achieved. Then February, and you can see that each month's tab is a different colour, so it's really colourful. It's one thing I really love about these inserts. The colours of the dots on here are also match the colour tone of the tab. So very well thought out. This quote, don't blame anyone or anything for your situation or problems. When you do that, you are saying you are powerless over your own life, which is crap. That's really clever. So that's a brief look. I won't go through all the months because that's not necessary. And I get to the end, and on the back here I've just got a notepad, which is from Kiki K. I cut it in half. I really like Kiki K's paper. I'm quite fussy with my note paper. I like pens to write very comfortably on paper. Which brings me to the paper that I've used. Now, originally I printed this on normal photocopy paper. I did buy high quality photocopy paper, but I still found it just didn't feel right. It was too thick. It just wasn't what I wanted, and I wasn't overly happy with it, I have to say. So I searched and searched and eventually came across this paper. You can sort of see here that one side is slightly yellowed, the other side is white. This is actually Canon high resolution paper. It's 106 GSM, so it's not really that thick. It's quite easy to turn. It's lovely to feel. It's quite smooth, and it takes pens beautifully. Very expensive. That's the only problem with it. I think I paid about $50 for these sheets, and I've gone through half already. But I'm thinking $25 for printer paper is pretty reasonable. Probably if I add in my printing costs on top of that, it does work out a little expensive, but still not as expensive as not as expensive, or I'm willing to pay that sort of money to get something that I'm happy with, to get something that I want to use, something that I enjoy looking at, something that I just love to open the pages and see what I can fill out. So that's what I'm finding with this planner that is just for home use, as I said. The tabs that I've used, now initially I used these tabs, but I found they were too big. I wasn't very happy with them. I tried to cut them down, that didn't work. So I did find these ones, and they come in a variety of different colours, as you can see, and they're quite good quality, and I was delighted when I found them. So that's pretty much an overview. I've got a mechanical pencil in the back. And yeah, if you have any questions, please ask away. But thanks for watching, and I'll be back next time with a look at my personal Malden. Thanks. Bye.